Yeah, hello! Okay, time to continue the playthrough then. Hey, yeah, what's up, Heavy? Okay, we're gonna load it up on the... where we last left the game. The possibility of saving Himeno is probably zero. Like, we saw her state last game. I think saved us on, so... let me show you why it's hopeless. Like, it's not even like, oh, you're being pessimistic. Like, look at this. Look at this. We're not even halfway down the common route. Look at this. You can't look me in the face and tell me she's gonna survive. We're not even halfway down the game yet. She looks like that. So, yeah, let's continue. Okay. Or, just as the girl said, may not be zero. It is not completely outside the realm of possibility. Moreover, Mary is here. Just as she appeared that day, Mary is here. This aquarium where nothing but oddities occur, Himeno's condition is also an undisputed abnormality. Saginuma-san herself said that the parasites eating away at Himeno were ones that wouldn't normally attack humans, yet those are nematodes. If that's the case, I have to go. Right now, the only one who can save Himeno is me. It isn't as if that staff member, or the mysterious girl, or Hiyoshi-san, or anyone else will save Himeno. I have to walk on my own two legs. If I don't, Himeno will not be saved. At the same time as I stand up, I accept that determination. I have no time for my heart to be breaking. My legs are still shaking, but all I have is the certainty that I am standing right now. I spread a nearby blue tarp on the floor and lay Himeno on top of it. Find a towel, fold it up several times, and lay it over her. As crass as it is, she now has a foot on the blanket. Okay. Just a little while. Just a little while. First, I should check the entrance once more. If we came to this warped space-time Manten Aquarium, then somewhere there should be a connection. It shouldn't be one way. I go back to my original idea, deciding to head for the entrance gate. If I can get out normally from the gate, then next I'll seek a safe route. It will take some time for me to move Himeno, so I need to carefully ensure that no more phenomena will occur. In the event that I can't get out through the gate, it would mean that we're trapped inside Manten Aquarium. If that's the case, then I'll look for a way to break out of this cage. Circumstances won't be any worse, just different. It will be alright. My plans clarified, I feel as if even I can do this. I have no special skills and my personality is probably introverted, but my desire to save Himeno is second to no one's. Okay, in that case, first this. Go back the way I came. That's the most dangerous situation because Tirumi is there. That's probably the dead end. Hiyoshi-san is probably in the staff passage I came through earlier. But it shouldn't be a danger I cannot overcome. I can run past him in one shot. Surely it will all be okay. Big mistake. I hope. Open the door carefully with a soft attack. It's at that moment. Gah! Holy shit, that was fast. Yeah! Sharp pain runs out from the base of my neck. Whatever beats my neck knocks me to the ground. No, not good. Gah! Gah! With each bite, the area around my neck makes a squelching sound. The cold stench of iron and the smell of blood. It's the smell of my blood and the saliva of whatever is doing this to me mixing together. Choked up by the stench, I realize that the air filling my mouth is hitting the bottom of my chin. Breath from my own mouth shouldn't reach the bottom of my chin. The inconsistency here is because that breath is being vented from an air hole that has opened in my neck. My voice isn't a voice anymore. It's nothing more than the sound of air escaping us. Unable to offer resistance, my body is overrun by that something. And yeah, that's the guy that transformed it into Terumi. There is no pain. All I can feel is the gradual depletion of my own flesh. That something's head bobs up for a second. It's someone I know, the face of a man I know. Before long, everything is engulfed in silence. Surely, this is my death. Being eaten by the one who saved my life, Yoshi-san, it is merely my tiny death. I don't think it's from the same author of 999, but it seems to have been someone inspired on that. It's either that or Ever 17. Because it's pretty similar to those two. Bad end. I don't know. In the chat, it looks fine. I'm not sure how it looks on your side. Okay, go back using a new route. In order to get back to the gate, it seems there are two similar routes, but I'm afraid to take the path containing the insane Hiyoshi-san. Hiyoshi-san was clearly not normal. I have the desire to save him, but speaking honestly, protecting myself takes priority. Moreover, as opposed to Himeno, he didn't seem to be headed down a straight path to death. If I can get out of the aquarium, I should go check on Hiyoshi-san's condition once more at the time. Because there's no changing the fact that he is the one who saved my life. I head back inside the shed and decide to move on using the underground passage. Even if by accident, that was the way the mysterious girl had disappeared. Hide. Opening the door, I step down a rusty stairway. It's a spiral staircase, and as I step off at the very bottom, I see a dim underground passage stretching out before me. After going down the passageway a bit, I run into a door. It seems that if I do not pass through this room, I cannot proceed. Upon slowly opening the door, I see several computers and various other machines. As I see lots of levers and dials with numbers up and down symbols on them, this must be where all the machines in the aquarium are controlled. They probably control the tank temperature, oxygen regulation, lighting, and such from here as well. Yeah, she's aware of the dangerous stuff. My pronunciation is still taco pronunciation. At any rate, I should keep moving. As I proceed, the sound of my footsteps echo with a click-clack, click-clack. An echo lingers with a clack-clack sound. It figures. This place is creepy too. I mumble something like that after all that has happened. Even as I reflect on this and walk on, a jarring sound blends in with my footsteps. What was that sound just now? Puzzled, I strain my ears and I can hear someone moaning. The voice is coming from my destination, the interior of the cellar. Despite my hesitation, I proceed onward with caution. But up. What? After taking several steps, the voice becomes clearer. Peering through a gap in the machines, I discover the origin of the voice. Oh boy, what happened? Is that a fucking orca? Yeah! I scream without thinking. In a corner of the control room, something completely detached from reality is taking place. Is that an orca? But how? I give voice to what lies before my eyes. A plump, round body with a distinct contrast between its colors of black and white. On the opposite side of its sharp, shark-like fin in its mouth, with its tapered teeth and all lined up. That's right, orca are swimming around in here. In this room with no water, they swim about in the air. So I'm guessing in the past that was like some part of the aquarium, which is why the orcas can swim there. It isn't just that they float in the air, they move and swim about using their fins and bodies. Holy cow. Moreover, there isn't just one, two, no, three. There are three of them swimming right before my eyes. Marine creatures that are much longer than the span of my two arms if I were to spread them wide. How? This is the work of an enemy stand. The orca continued to swim about, unaware of my presence. No, at this rate, I'll be attacked. I realize this, I step back. However, immediately after I do so, I catch sight of the owner of that small voice. That girl is... The three orca are swimming around and circling something as if it were their prey. That something at the center is a girl around the same age as me, a girl I ran into only a short while ago on the stage. Her eyes are wide, and she trembles with a terrified expression, standing shocked still as her only escape route is blocked. Her mouth is flapping open and closed, as if she is having trouble breathing. As the orcas swim about, they occasionally point the tips of their noses at the girl. They probably aren't smelling her, the movement appearing to me as if they are sizing her up instead. So I'm guessing if we try to run, we're gonna reach a dead end. I hope so, because I like that girl, I don't want her dead. No, I can't worry about that right now. I avert my eyes from the girl and the orca, backing against the wall as much as possible. Against the wall, I stealthily move on, step at a time. I'm sorry for the girl, but I have no time to waste right now. I have to help Himeno as quickly as possible. Trying to make no noise, I head cautiously for the exit of the passage. Ugh. Oh boy. Yeah, we were attacked. I knew it. Yes. With several meters remaining, my ears suddenly begin to ring. Huh? Wow. I'm spinning around and around. Immediately after, I lose the ability to stand. Baffled at the suddenness of what is happening, I collapse on the spot. No. No. Why? Since it isn't as though anyone would answer, I struggle to pull myself up. Getting a grasp on the floor is as impossible as trying to grab a bubble. My vision spinning, leaving me unable to grasp whether the floor is the wall or the wall is the floor. Gradually, breathing begins to feel difficult. I can't breathe. I can't get enough oxygen. Before I know it, I'm in the ocean. I struggle to right myself in this unchanging ocean with no up or down. If there's no ground, that means it's impossible to do something like stand. When the orca hunt, they fire off ultrasonic waves. This causes their prey to lose the sense of equilibrium in their semicircular canals. Long ago, I heard that somewhere, so it's already too late. I am prey, merely bait for a predator to feed on. Becoming their focus before I realize it, the 3 orca are swimming around me. Having no sense of equilibrium, there is no way I can tell which orca is to the left of me and which is to the right. Adjacent to my spinning vision is a dark brownish red clump. The red liquid flowing from that clump blends with the seawater. Whether I flee or not, fate has been decided. Within this ocean, where I cannot see the bottom, I await the same conclusion as that piece. With me, chosen as their next target, I will be eaten by those orcas. The tips of those dapper teeth sink into my skin. Being torn apart is just as it is explained in the reference books, with the orca taking my arm completely off. Holy shit! No scream will come out. That's because my voice dissolves in the water. That distinct pain detaches me from reality, but I still haven't eaten ice cream with Himeno. Those words appear vaguely out of place in my wavering consciousness. I can think of nothing but saving Himeno, so I'm sure he'll be happy. But Endo, an egg smashed by teeth. Okay, let's load. I'm glad that was the bad ending. If we really have to abandon her, I would drop this game. I have to save her. I don't even know that girl's name. However, as things are now, seems the girl will be attacked by the orca. I push my numerous doubts aside and focus only on the attack. I want to save her. Thanks to those words swelling up inside, I can no longer say this doesn't concern me. Moreover, if it were Himeno, he would surely get involved. Even if I saved Himeno after ignoring someone in trouble, she wouldn't be happy about it. I'll save that girl. Darika, Taskete. I hear those timid words she mumbles. Little by little, the 3 orcas swimming in the air seem to be tightening the circle they have made. I have to hurry. But what should I do? Facing my doubts, I look around. Ooh boy! 3 different bad endings here. Well, 2. There's a fire extinguisher that would anger the orcas maybe, or it would actually drive them away. I wonder if I can move the machines with a computer. That seems like the safest option. But I'm not sure if this girl has used a computer before, so that might be a bad ending. And get her away from the orca, that's probably the bad ending. We're gonna try the 3rd one. What? It is only a second later that I feel something strike my back. There were 4. It's so hard, it's incomparable to bumping into people in town. I pitch forward and fall. No! Yeah! That scream is involuntary. Little by little, the area around my neck starts to hurt. I scream once more. My breath grows light. Air is blowing out of the hole that has opened in my neck. After a while, my screams will not even come out anymore. An orca is right in front of me. The 3 orca had been with that girl. One more was right where I had been heading. It is useless to wonder about where it came from. With the orca swimming in air, the concept of space itself has become more than ambiguous. My body is overrun with the orca's small, sharp teeth. I try to raise my voice, but I realize my mouth is full of seawater. Before I figure out what's going on, I'm in the ocean. The blood exiting from my body gradually flows upward. I'm not just in the ocean, but it seems I'm in a deep part of it. I try to fill my chest with air. Water flows into my lungs from the hole in my neck. My body will likely return to the sea, as I think this body, which has taken on buoyancy, seems as if it belongs to someone else. Yes, you too. Before my eyes is one solitary red eyeball. Let's both caress this aquarium. What? Yeah! Who is that? From someplace up high, I'm following a pink shadow. It's moving beneath me. Are you? Where are you? I see. She's alive. If so, then I need to bring her with me. What? Into this malevolent aquarium. What? Chains of the Sand. So it's a chain, like a chain course? Someone brings you in, then you bring someone else in? Because that's what I'm getting from this button. Okay, so we're gonna go for the fire extinguisher now. It's probably gonna be the same ending. That's a fire extinguisher. At the edge of the room, I discover a fire extinguisher. I can attract their attention with this. Somehow, while the orca are distracted, I will need to get away. Pull the yellow pin from the fire extinguisher and point the hose at the orca. Ah! In time with my shout, I pull the nozzle of the fire extinguisher with everything I have. At that moment, white smoke sprays out. Hidden in the smoke, the orca's forms immediately vanish. Take this opportunity and run for it! I shout, leaving the fire extinguisher on the ground, and I then run for the exit. Oh, it is only a second later that I feel something strike my back. It's so hard it's incomparable to bumping into people in town. It's probably the same. Yeah. Yes, you are dead. Omae wa mou shindeiru. Nani? Being too kind-hearted is mere foolishness. Well, I'm in a hurry. I have something I have to do. Nope, I picked the first one, which was the other bad ending as I thought. Melting. We got an Omae wa mou shindeiru ending. Melting in blood. Okay, I wonder if I can move the machines with a computer. That's the right choice. It's dangerous to get close to the orca. That's why I can't think of a way to undo these circumstances. If I had a bait, I could probably distract the orca, but I don't see anything nearby. Needless to say, the girl under attack is already playing that role. Something I can use. Hoping against hope, I place my hand on the computer console. The liquid crystals on the touch panel seem to power on, causing some sort of control screen to be displayed. This is the tunnel tank, the stage, the jellyfish booth. Aside from those, the name of various facilities in the aquarium are displayed. From this computer, I can probably access each of those facilities. However, now is not the time for that. Anything's fine, just ignoring the other facilities, I touch the selection for the basement level control room. The control screen for the air, the speakers, and so on is displayed. How much does the habitat of this orca have in common with real orca? Realizing I don't have the time to think it over, I decide the temperature settings are the best place to start. It's ideal for humans, but it could burn the sea creatures. It's no use. This will take too much time. The roar of the air is fierce, but there is little change in what I can feel on my skin. There has to be another way to use the orca's environment. So, hearing is probably the right choice because ultrasonic waves and whatnot, so let's use the other two first. Use its sense of pain. The orca have begun probing the girl with the tips of their noses. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad. I have to. Small but sharp teeth peek out from the small opening in the orca's mouth. The tips of its teeth seem to sparkle, and my pulse quickens. There is no time left to test another method. The sensation of pain. I have heard that fish have no sense of pain, but orca are mammals, the same as humans. There's no doubt they would have the ability to feel pain. I take my eyes off the computer and glance about my surroundings. I search for something that can serve as a weapon. I spot a mop that has fallen over in a corner of the room. I approach the mop and grab it, deciding that this will be my weapon. Oh my god, she has become Kohaku. Time to JB. If I aim for the eyes, even I can do it. Even I know how powerless I am. But if it's a soft spot like the eyes, I should be able to get them to fall back with this mop. Erg. I'll save you now. I ready myself, then leap at the orca. I thrust the opposite end of the mop at the orca in front of me. The tip of the wooden mop digs into the orca's right eye. It gives little resistance, only a soft sensation in return. Right away, fresh blood floats upward, defying gravity. It acts the same as blood flowing to the surface when you've started bleeding on the water. The orca shakes its large body as if it's moaning in pain. Ah! As I shout, I pierce the orca's left eye with the mop. Trembling against the squishing sensation, I put all of my strength into it. Even as fear takes over, it isn't as if I can stand by without taking action. Even after seeing blood spout from its left eye, I continue to stab it. The nerves inside the eye are connected to the brain. With the mop handle being as long as it is, I can reach the orca's brain. Holy shit. This girl's sadistic as fuck. No! No! Ah! I will kill the orca. Despite the fact that I'm the one doing the attacking, I scream. I had just seen such a big creature in the aquarium. I would have thought how cute it was. But I have to kill it now. I push the mop into its brain, twisting it as I do so. Looking away, I twist the mop faster and faster. I am scrambling its brain by my own hands. If I don't resolve myself to this, we will both die. The orca gives no resistance and stops moving. When we pull the mop out, the left eye dangles from the steel connected red muscle. Ah, that's gross. I did it. Somehow I killed one. Now I just have to do the same to the other two. I steady my quickening breathing and ready the mop. I'll save you. When I turn back to the girl, I am show tapped against the wall. What? Nani? Omae wa mo shindeiru. So for my eyes is a large body. It presses against my abdomen with a strength that contrasts with its cute exterior. No, it can no longer be considered cute. Having lost both eyes, a pinch of blood rises from those hollow black cavities like skin. My face is dirty yet showered in that fish's spilling blood. Left eye dangling from a red muscle glares at me. What? The stench of a rotting corpse is already wafted off the orca's body. Reddish brown mucus spills from its mouth. Suddenly, it feels as if something touches my hand. Something with the same feel as the scrambled brain. The mop is easily broken by the orca's body and floats around me. Able to endure it, I cough up air. The air turns to bubbles as I look towards the ceiling. No, there is no longer a ceiling there. This is underwater. If it weren't blood wouldn't float upwards and the smoke wouldn't float about. Instead of air, I breathe in water. Salty, tea water. I can no longer breathe. A dull sound resonates, followed by the sound to Orca follow. As if playing around, two of them ram me with their bodies. Inside my gungle, something bitter wells up in my mouth. I vomit up something reddish brown. Resembles the guts of an anatomical model. The only difference is how soft it is. The orca bear their pangs as if they finished playing. Little by little, my body is diminished. I am becoming a part of the orca. Yeah. Unable to be properly consumed by the orc I was supposed to kill. My flesh peels out from its eyeballs. So, that feel when picking Nanaya backfires on you. That's right, the eyes and mouth are connected. There's one more thing I realized, that I'm probably already dead. Omae wa mou shinneiru. Earth shattering. And the smell sense probably won't work since orcas are like whales, so I think they don't breathe underwater, but rather they have a hole on top. They have to go out of the water to take air in. So we're gonna pick the third one and die. The orca have begun probing the girl with tips of their noses. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad. I have to. Small but sharp teeth peek out from the small opening in the orca's mouth. The tips of its teeth seems to sparkle, and my pulse quickens. There is no time left to test another method. The sense of smell. No, I have to calm down. Sharks have a keen reaction to the smell of blood, so it could be the same for orca. No, it's not. No, that shouldn't be it. I have heard that in exchange for the development of their sense of hearing, orca hardly use their sense of sight or sense of smell. When I take my eyes off the monitor, I spot a mob that has fallen over in a corner of the room. Orca are supposed to have the ability to sense pain. If that's the case, then that will be my weapon. If I am for the eyes, even I can do it. Okay. So we're gonna die again. Well, not all the endings have good deals. Yeah, we're gonna get an achievement for doing this. Scenes that remain in your heart. There we go. Dead. Die. The same. Oh yeah, not all of them had cute illustrations. Let me show you the illustration of another one of the endings. Watch this. Like, yeah, at the end the same cute illustration appears, but this is the CG that shows before the ending. Yeah. The orca have begun probing the girl. The girl provides no resistance, her mouth flapping open and closed. This is bad. I have to. Small but sharp teeth, blah blah blah. This is the same. There isn't time left to test another method. I have to find some sort of solution. From within the machine right in front of me. The speaker. I discovered the volume setting on the liquid crystal display. and hastily recall something inside my mind. Sound. Ultrasonic waves. Their sense of hearing. I remember something I saw on TV about orca and their environment. Dolphin, whales, and other similar species use sound for communication. The various species make noise. Can comprehend that sound. These are creatures with excellent hearing. Anything's fine, just some noise. That's my only hope, I think. If I can make a loud enough sound, I can probably repel the orca. Setting aside my feelings of impatience, I set the volume as high as possible. All that's left is where the playback comes from. I wonder where the sound comes out. Huh? At that moment, chills run up my spine. The girl and the 3 orca are at the periphery of my vision, and I wonder what in the world it was that just brushed against my spine. Oh, crap. Could it have been? Despite trying to keep it under control, my heartbeat has rapidly increased. Sweat drips from my forehead. There is one more orca here now, 4 in total. Just do it! Oh, I realize what is happening. I suddenly feel my legs floating. No, not just that, but suddenly my entire body is floating about. No, there's no way I could be floating in mid-air. My body has taken on buoyancy and is floating. Ooh, shit. Fuck. I try to speak, but salty water flows into my throat. This is underwater. Without realizing it, I've ended up in the ocean. Unable to breathe, I am suffocating. This is bad. This is bad. Yabai! Yabai! Not only does it seem like I will drown, but the orcas are at my back. My eyes have finally grasped their enormous stature. On the other hand, the backdrop of the basement has disappeared. The computer and machines, I can no longer see anything. Fuck! It's no good. Things stay as they are, I'll be attacked. Become the orca's helpless prey. My hands wriggle about and seize a long, narrow pole. As I'm prodded by the tip of the orca's nose, my body gives a violent shake. The giant orca has the intensity of a semi-truck. The force from being pushed causes the pole I grab to spin about. The orca opens its mouth right before my eyes. The fangs, which I have seen only from a distance, seem very large, point blank range. No, Himeno. Pulling my body back, I begin to float slightly away from the orca. The velocity at which I'm floating backwards is still much slower than the speed of the orca's approach. As I'm trying to use the pole I'm holding in my right hand as an axis, it begins to spin. Falling victim to the current created by the orca's movement, I lose hold of the pole. An orca approaches from the front, seizing me. What? I thought this was gonna be like the endless loop of Tsukihime where everything is a bad ending. Also cover your ears, guys. Loud noise incoming. Just as the orca's fangs graze my head, a screeching sound reverberates. Yeah! My body hits the hard floor with a thump. With hard, ragged grasps, I realize I can breathe. Wow! The seawater that once surrounded me is now gone. I am once again in the place with all the machines, as if a filter has been placed over my ears. I cannot hear clearly. Importantly, that girl, unknown. There is nothing where my eyes land. Seeing that a shadow has fallen over me, I look over my shoulder. The girl from earlier is touching the machine. Seems as if she's talking, but I can't understand what she's saying because I cannot hear, as if someone has covered my ears. Top of the computer is a microphone spun around. It's the type connected directly to the machine. Right, I accidentally... The howling and the clicking sound. You may a bit of a hearing. As the filter over my ears fades, I'm able to understand the girl's words. The clicking sound, the ultrasonic waves the orca emit. The loud volume of that sound probably repelled the orca. The illusion of being in the water is also gone. Somehow, we seem to have escaped danger. I stand up, I start to feel relieved. Good. Don't start feeling relieved on your own. If you look at the big picture, our situation hasn't changed all that much. Huh? Mary? What did you say? Long hair and a bit shorter than I. I didn't realize it earlier, but she has the looks of my missing little sister from behind. Her hairstyle and color are different, but something about her makes me feel nostalgic. The girl turns away from the machine and looks back at me. Her eyes are the same color as Mary's after all. If Mary had continued to grow, she would surely look like this. You're going to cause a disturbance. Don't involve me. Well then... Wait a second. I refuse. Wait, what was the word for I refuse? Let me look this up real. Oh yeah, it was Kotowaru. With no concern for me, the girl begins to walk away. She must know something. My intuition tugs at me. Wiping the dust off my foot, I follow after her. It isn't that I'm trying to cause a disturbance. If I truly believe this girl to be Mary, then I may have to deny what I see before me. I only want to speak with the girl. However, in spite of these thoughts, my words will not come out. I'm searching for my little sister who went missing here 5 years ago. You look a lot like her, that's all. So is that why you saved me then? No, that's not it. It's just, you were in danger, so... I don't get it. Well then, tell me what you know about this Manten Aquarium. Because my little sister and my friend, Mary and Himeno, I want to save them. Himeno, the girl from earlier, you were able to pull yourself together then. The girl stops walking for a bit. In that moment of inaction, I am able to reach her side with small steps. Giving me a sideways glance, the girl speaks quietly. I'll pay back my debt now. Debt? The debt I owe you for saving me. I don't see it as something you have to pay back at all. I think it is, because I don't know when either you or I will die. I should pay it back while we're still alive. So, within this malicious Manten Aquarium. Malicious Manten Aquarium? The place where we're standing. It was born from an incident 5 years ago, a malicious alternate dimension existing alongside the regular one. If it weren't, such bizarre phenomena couldn't occur. Malicious alternate dimension? What exactly do you mean? Look, bitch, if I didn't save you, we both die, got it? If I could explain it, I wouldn't be having all this trouble. The girl says coldly and, just like that, turns around. Her words only deepen this mystery further. This alternate dimension world, could it be like the parallel world Yoshi-san was talking about? Paying no heed to my being deep in thought, the girl starts walking again. Wait, at any rate, could we at least say we're trapped in this aquarium? To my knowledge, though I haven't tested that in theory. I'm getting out of here, together with someone precious to me, because I will save Himeno. Do what you want. Don't you want to escape as well? If you do, so one seems commanding, the other seems like a request. So we're gonna go with the commanding choice. Come with me. Then come with me. Don't treat me like a child. I have no desire to run away from this place. The girl rejects my proposition flat out, giving me the impression that she would never accept. Let's try the other one. Let's go together. We'll go together. There's no need. I don't want to run away from this place. The girl reacts. Yeah, it's the same. Quickening her pace, she walks back in the direction of the previous room. But I was planning to go this way too. That's right. In the end, moving forward means our destinations are the same. Moving at a trot, I follow the girl. There are stairs at the end of the underground passage. Climbing those stairs leads to a waiting room for staff. According to the map, it seems this waiting room is connected to the passageway where Hiyoshi-san went crazy. However, I cannot hear any particularly strange sounds. There are various things scattered about in this room, and they seem to have been left this way for some time. But it doesn't appear to be in disrepair the way the stage is. Why are you following me? Because in order to find the clues to escaping from this aquarium, I have to keep moving forward. Is that so? By the way, can you tell me your name? If you're going to ask someone their name, you should give yours first. Right. I'm Nakanobe Mayumi. I'm usually called Mayu. How about you? There's no need for me to tell you. Oh wow, what a babe. I like her. I like this girl. The girl makes a sigh with this brief conversation. Thinking that I'm the one who feels like sighing, somehow the conversation has come to a close. So her attitude towards me is cold. She has shown no outright aggression, reassuring me that I'm no longer alone. It feels like someone was here recently. I mutter on spotting someone's clothes and partially consumed sports drink. Having reached the same conclusion, the girl returns my glance. In this aquarium, each room is completely different, being completely ruined or being in use like this room. You think so too, then? She's surprisingly receptive to what I said. The girl sits down on a sofa in the staff room, motioning for me to sit opposite to her. She seems to be telling me she wants to talk everything over thoroughly. The phenomenon of Manten Aquarium. You mentioned how every room is different, but I think that each door you take is different. What exactly do you mean? I hoped you'd be sharper, but you're a blockhead after all. You have also experienced opening a door to find things have changed. Am I wrong? Yeah, I have. Things like hearing strange voices or having a normal person go crazy. The girl places her hand on her chin. Serious expression appearing on her face. I didn't think she would listen to what I had to say at all, but apparently Manten Aquarium is the exception. You said also. Does that mean you have as well? When I entered one room, I was shocked by the stink. I thought it was from the tanks not being filtered. No matter how many rooms I passed through, I realized the situation in each room was completely different. It was the same for me. Thinking I didn't completely grasp the situation, I tried going back the way I came. When I did so, the situation was completely different the first and second time around. At first, the fish in the stinky tanks were swimming about. Do you get it? When you open the door, the circumstances of the room change. At the very least, the doors are leaking. After hearing your story, I'm convinced. So that's why the lights were turned off the second time we went to Hiyoshi-san's passage. Then he ate us. After saying this, the girl rises and adjusts the hem of her skirt. Well, I'll be off. Wait a minute. Shouldn't we share information? Like what things are like in each area? There's no need. It changes each time you open a door, so all of our experiences up to this point are in the past. With that cold attitude, the girl puts her hand on the exit door. Somehow I feel like trying to stop this girl from going on alone is pointless. Slumping my shoulders with the realization that I will once again be alone, I discover a book lying on the sofa. Where you were sitting just now, is that a diary? A diary? Would it belong to one of the staff of Manten Aquarium? Welcome back. The girl reacts with sudden interest and returns to the spot facing me. Somehow, just as the girl said, it seems to be the diary of a Manten Aquarium staff member, a bit larger than a paperback. It is similar to a pocket notebook. Let me see it. The girl takes the diary from my hands and opens it. This date, from 5 years ago. From 5 years ago? 5 years ago, the date Mary went missing, and that the incident the girl mentioned occurred. Manten Aquarium was the thing these two incidents had in common. This diary has something important written inside. That is what my intuition is telling me. I want to look too. Pulling back the girl's arms and spirits the diary on her own, I force my way in so I can peek at it as well. In the beginning, it's all a simple description of this person's job. I'm interested in how the fish are cared for and the hidden workings of the aquarium, but now is not the time. The girl flips through a book looking for important information. This is what I want as well. Let's take our time going through this part. The date is one I recognize. A cold day halfway through January, the date of my first visit to Manten Aquarium, a day of destiny. There's been an accident, a big one. The fish in the deep sea fish booth died due to an error in the pressure control valve, and in the ensuing panic, Director Sakuragi died as problems with the machinery increased. The loan on the deep sea fish booth hasn't even been paid off yet, but tomorrow it will be closed down right away. It's being called a closure, but the staff is being called together. I'm so down. I'm moving on. Okay. The girl continues flipping through the diary. Could this director's death have been the incident the girl was talking about? For some time after that entry, it seems to be just his grumblings. Evidently, the girl is skipping over these parts. Seems this employee was going through some tough times. It's been 3 months to the day since we started operating with the deep sea fish booth closed down. Customer traffic has decreased, even though we do have the tunnel tank and jellyfish booth. Yeah, people are constructing to the next side, and also the microphone has some noise on it. And Heavy was like, you'll need to pay a lot if you want a microphone without noise. So I'm like, oh well, we're gonna use the microphone gate. Thanks to it being promoted as a date spot, the amount of couples coming in is increasing. Our bonuses have probably been cut, but it seems we can continue without losing any staff. Finally, an optimistic end. 3 months since the accident. For a recovery, it happened pretty fast. I don't think I was as positive as he was 3 months after Mary disappeared. The girl finally begins to read in the diary. After a month passes in the diary, the speed with which she flips through pages slows down. Lately, strange rumors have begun to spread, like that the water in the tanks turns to blood, or that the director's ghost screams about. There are urban legends. I don't know who's spreading these rumors, but they seem to be popular amongst high school girls. Thanks to that, the amount of high school girl customers is increasing. It's probably a one-time boom. Once the boom is over, there's no doubt that the amount of customers will receive in contrast. They've been around for 5 years. Rumors. The girl nods at my words. She still doesn't take her eyes off the diary. But the rumors should be fading into obscurity. They seem to be steadily increasing in their grandeur. I've been asked things by girls like, the director was killed, right? He was a murderer, right? That shouldn't be happening. Well, it's fine as long as the girl is cute. For a second, Paul appears on the girl's face. This staff person's candid thoughts are really reassuring. It would probably be impossible for anyone to remain neutral about this, but I can sympathize with the girl's swelling expression. Even amongst the staff here, rumors have begun to spread. Even those who are decent adults are keeping them alive. I want Kosugi to stop with that. There are so many fishy things about the accident in the deep sea fish food and playing detective. The girl pauses briefly as she thinks something over, but when she realizes I am looking at her, she flips the page noisily. That Kosugi, he's been out for 3 days now. He's pushed his look too far by encouraging this room. It doesn't seem to be just someone skipping words. The girl's puzzled expression gives a hint of something more. That guy, ever since he came back, he's gotten weird. How are the fish? How is the ghost? I'm the only one that's actually listening to him. From here, the writing gets messy. It does. Don't play around. Stop messing with me. What's going on? Kosugi drowned to death in one of the tanks. I thought he'd been going too far with these rumors, but he was a good guy. Everyone else has started calling it a curse. What's going on, damn it? Again, someone died in Manten Aquarium, and he was a person who was active in spreading the urban legends. With that, the rumors would become easier to swallow for children and adults. Something is weird. Lately, deaths of the creatures we have on display have increased. After all our work to recover, management is hitting a slump again. The weird rumors aren't going away either. Why can't I see the ghost of a girl inside the aquarium? So over the top, I don't get any of it. The two of us continue to read intently. Lately, I'm seeing fish everywhere. As if seeking prey, I have a voracious appetite. Come to think of it, I started to think that rumor in particular might be true. So maybe that's what happened to the Yoshi-san. The appetite thing. After the closing of the exhibit, I've seen a girl with long hair. Even though it's June, wearing winter clothes. There's no doubt about that. What? Without my noticing that word, feels out. No, that's wrong. Denial appears in my mind. The girl notices that I've fallen into a strange state and she fully says, concentrate. Either way, I'm already concentrating. I take a deep breath and steady my breath, squinting to follow the words of the diary. I've gone crazy, or so many of them say. What's crazy about me? I haven't the slightest idea. This is an aquarium, so it shouldn't be weird for there to be fish everywhere. Look, even as I write this, they swim around me. There's a clownfish. This is probably the same phenomenon I experienced. Yeah, fish swimming about even in places with no water. It had to be connected to the phenomenon in the underground control room. Even with this girl and I having experienced being attacked ourselves, it feels like I'm still resisting this for some reason. Lately, I feel like I'm going to drown. I wonder if my body is weakening. Nevertheless, everyone is so cruel. Even if I were to start drowning in this room, no one would help me. Drowning with no water there, that's, yes, the same phenomenon. And by this room, maybe the room we're in right now, the staff room. I want to go ahead and quit. I'm at my limits. Fish are swimming around everywhere. No matter where I go, I feel like I'm drowning, and no matter what, no one believes me. There seems Kosugi died. I miss Raul. The next entry is the last. Yeah, let's take a look. I wonder if my past life was a fish. Recently, I feel no resistance in the water. I wonder what that means. Who knows? The girl closes the diary and places it on the table with a dull thought. The last entry in the diary was July 10th, around the same time of the year as now. I wonder, what could have happened to the staff member after that? I somehow know the answer. Surely he'd meant the same end as the one called Kosugi. As I mull over my doubts, I notice a half-full plastic bottle on the table. It's just the expiration date on it is from 4 years ago. There was a calendar on the other side, but it's also from 4 years ago. I thought this room seemed to have been recently in use, but it's the Manten Aquarium for 4 years ago. 4 years ago? Yes, the prices in the pamphlet left here are also 200 yen, cheaper than they are now, so there's no doubt about it. Despite my lingering doubts, I believe what she says. Up to this point, I've seen time passing in a weird fashion here many times. Rather than being in awe of the fact that we're in the Manten Aquarium of long ago, I'm more caught up in the realization of how many years have passed. Once, 4 years ago, Manten Aquarium closed down for about half a year. It was right around July. Truly, that was when this employee died. I had no idea. It wouldn't have been that a big deal. There are other things for people to do for fun. Anyway, the current urban legends is about Manten Aquarium probably came from this period. And they are merely rumors. You're saying that there could be others that wound up in similar circumstances to ours? Yes. Moreover, there may be someone who got out of this Manten Aquarium. There has to be a clue somewhere after all. This diary hints at that. However, this diary holds one more possibility. That 3-day absence from work, after that disappearance, the person called Kosuke had an accident and died. Kosuke had returned to the real world, but was unable to live on peacefully. There is a stinging sensation inside of me. The reason we came to Manten Aquarium was because of Himeno's ghost father. Couldn't that have also been someone who returned from Manten Aquarium? The story's content was different, but the result was the same. The full moon and red water could be considered a dramatization of an urban legend. There's something that's bothering me. It's a ghost story I heard from Himeno. Ghost story? Having caught the girl's attention, I tell her the story as we sit. I forget some of the finer details and mix up the order, but I give her the same general story. You heard this story from that girl Himeno? You don't know any more details? That's all I heard. Himeno insisted it was a rumor, so she probably doesn't know any further details either. I see. By any chance, have you heard that story as well? Some time passes, but the girl still doesn't say anything else on the subject. The girl's expression seems a little different than it has up until now, but I cannot get a deeper read on it. Not allowing the silence to continue much longer, the girl speaks without looking at me. Thinking about it wouldn't do any good. Well, I'm going. Wait, didn't I tell you? I have no desire to run from Manten Aquarium. The girl says this over her shoulder, putting her hand on the door to the staff room. According to the map, the side the girl exits from leads to the gate. The girl, having turned down my request for company, I can see that she is no longer going to stop to help me, so I don't try to make her. Now, I am alone. This room has neither the sound of machines nor that of ventilation fans, so I can hear the beating of my timid little heart. I remember another rumor that the staff member wrote in the diary. A girl with long hair and winter clothes. The girl was referred to as a ghost. She wasn't in the story Himeno told. What it may have hinted at was that Mary had already become a ghost. So the Mary that had appeared before me was... One part of me agrees with that thinking, but another part of me rejects it. I am torn between the two. The inside of my eyes grows hot. There's no use in thinking about it. I have to move forward. If I falter, nothing will change. Right? I am alone again, but it isn't as if I don't know anything. It isn't as if I can't do anything. So... Oh boy! So... We're at the end of the common route. I think that's like... This is where the ending split. So... Yeah... Or the next time she finds Himeno, maybe she will already be a corpse. So this is where like the routes split. So I'll leave it at here for now. I'm gonna go have lunch. I'll probably stream again at night if the lag ends early, not like yesterday in which it ended up like 1 fucking AM. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make a save to have the split endings here. And I'm gonna go now. Thanks for coming, guys. See you later, hopefully. Bye bye.